Spain vs. England highlights. La Roja wins 1-0, secures first World Cup title. The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup came to a close Sunday with a thrilling matchup at Sydney's Stadium, Australia, where Spain defeated England 1-0 to win its first ever Women's World Cup title. Spain survived nearly 15 minutes of stoppage time to secure the victory. A left-footed strike from fullback Olga Carmona in the 29th minute was part of a dominant first half for Spain that proved to be just enough to hold off England. Spain's win marked the first time a new World Cup champion was crowned since 2011. Some proper gamesmanship from the Spanish, who were milking every free kick and every stoppage, a few seconds here, a few seconds there. Impressive game management from Jorge Vilda's team. Knowing how to close out games is a skill, and Spain did a nice job. England began to look leggy and fatigued as stoppage time got underway. Spain began to string together passes for longer spells of possession. All that defending and high-speed counter-attacking England did in the opening 45 minutes was so taxing, and it was fair to wonder if the Lionesses were running out of gas after chasing shadows in the first half. The one player who continued to look sharp was goalkeeper Mary Earps. Spain's two-time Ballon d'Or winner entered in the 90th minute after starting the game on the bench yet again. Credit to England manager Sarina Wiegman for her halftime changes. The second half possession numbers now favour England 53% to 47%, while the introduction of Lauren James and Chloe Kelly really gave the Lionesses some pace and some life on the flanks. A significant turnaround from the opening 45 minutes. Jennifer Hermoso's shot was saved by Earps, who dove to her left and caught the shot. A poorly taken penalty kick by Hermoso shot didn't have enough pace, nor was it close enough to the corner, but credit to Earps for guessing correctly and making the crucial save. That was the third penalty in a Women's World Cup final, excluding shootouts, all time, and the second to be saved. Still a long way to go, but a good bit of stoppage time can be expected once this game reaches 90 minutes due to the lengthy VAR review, the multiple substitutions by Spain and a player down injured. The referee already pointed to her watch to let the England bench know that she's monitoring all the stoppages thus far. A lengthy VAR check sent the referee to the monitor to review a potential handball in the box against England's Keira Walsh. The ball struck Walsh's right hand as she lunged toward her right to impede Mariana Caldentey. The review took several minutes, and the end result was a penalty kick awarded to Spain, a massive decision. Spain manager Vilda made his first change of the second half by replacing right winger Alba Redondo with Wayne Hernandez, which was an interesting move considering Hernandez primarily plays as a defender. She was slotted in along the right wing where Redondo had been playing. Perhaps Vilda wanted a more defensive-minded player in that position as Spain continued to protect its 1-0 lead. England was performing much better in the first few minutes of the second half. Kelly, one of the halftime substitutes, whipped in a beautiful cross against the high Spanish back line. Lauren Hand got on the end of the cross at the back post but was unable to direct it on frame. A golden opportunity for England went awry, but creating that kind of chance so early in the half should instill some confidence for a team that desperately needs it. An early look at James and Kelly through the opening 12 minutes of the second half showed that they were doing what Wiegman wanted them to do, stretch the field laterally by providing width in the attack. James had more of a license to drift infield than Kelly, who was essentially playing along the touchline. 2 games, 2 goals for Carmona. It was her strike from outside the box that propelled Spain into the final, and now she surged into the box for a low finish into the bottom right corner after a turnover from England in the middle of the park. Beautiful placement and control. Spain is 5-0-0 WDL in this tournament when scoring first, and 5-1-1 all-time when doing so. What's more, Carmona is the 7th player all-time to score in the semi-finals and the final at the same Women's World Cup, and is the 4th youngest goal scorer in a final at 23 years and 69 days old, and the youngest since Alex Morgan in 2011. An early heat map for Spain showed a clear intention to build down the left-hand side with the trio of Carmona, who scored what proved to be the winning goal in the semi-finals on a fizzed shot from outside the box. Hermoso and Caldentey working some excellent combinations to stretch England's defensive shape. A real cat-and-mouse game in strategy in the first half. Heading into Sunday's final, Paralolo led the World Cup in successful take-ons, 21, and was tied for 5th in shot creating actions with 23, a reflection of her willingness to drive at opposing defenses. Hermoso, a leading figure for Spain's attack, was tied for the team lead in both goals, 3, and assists, 2. She was tied for 3rd overall at this year's tournament with 14 passes into the penalty area and tied for 2nd in expected assists with 1.8. Spain beat England from 1-0.